106th minute. After nearly 2 hours of football, Argentina was still standing. Emi Martinez had saved everything. Lionel Messi was still dreaming of one final miracle, and Spain were running out of time. Then it happened. A cross floated into the penalty area. The ball dropped loose. Ferran Torres reacted first. One touch, one shot, one goal.
Williams! And thundering for Spain by Ferran Torres!
The ball crashed into the net. The stadium exploded. Spanish players sprinted toward the corner flag. Argentina collapsed to the ground. And 16 years after Andres Iniesta's famous winner in the Johannesburg, Spain were world champions once again.
Spain are the champions! Spain have seized their second star!
For more than a decade, Spain looked like a giant searching for its identity. The team that once ruled world football had become a shadow of itself. Yet somehow, in the summer of 2026, they returned to the top once again. For a while, Spain looked unstoppable. Between 2008 and 2012, they produced one of the greatest international teams football had ever seen. Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, Euro 2012, 3 major tournaments in a row. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Casillas, Ramos, Puyol. A generation that didn't just win, they changed football. Tiki-taka became the blueprint for success. Opponents chased shadows while Spain passed them into exhaustion. Football never stands still. Eventually, the rest of the world adapted, and when Spain arrived at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, the empire suddenly collapsed. The defending champions were destroyed 5-1 by the Netherlands, then beaten by Chile. Gone before the knockout stage even began, it felt impossible, yet things never truly recovered. In 2018, Spain dominated possession against Russia but couldn't find a way through. They were eliminated on penalties. 4 years later came another disappointment. Against Morocco and Qatar, Spain completed over 1,000 passes, but when the match ended, they were going home. Again, the stats looked impressive. The results didn't. Possession alone was no longer enough. The football world had changed, and Spain needed to change with it. After Qatar, a new chapter began. Luis de la Fuente took charge. Unlike many managers before him, he wasn't trying to recreate the Spain of 2010. He understood something important. Football had evolved. Spain needed to evolve too. The foundations remained the same. Control, technical quality, intelligent possession. But now there was a new emphasis, more directness, more speed, more aggression, and most importantly, a new generation. Rodri became the leader, the heartbeat of the team, the player who controlled the rhythm of every match. Pedri brought creativity. Defenders couldn't predict what he would do next. Then there were the wingers, Nico Williams on one side, Lamine Yamal on the other. 2 players capable of turning a match in a single moment. For years, Spain had often looked predictable. Now they looked dangerous. Suddenly, opponents couldn't simply sit back and wait. If they gave Yamal space, he would attack. If they focused on Yamal, Nico Williams would punish them on the opposite flank. For the first time in years, Spain weren't just controlling games, they were hurting teams. The warning signs appeared early. They won the Euro 2024. The world was beginning to notice, but the World Cup would be the real test. Spain arrived in North America carrying enormous expectations. Many believed they were among the favourites. Others weren't convinced. The squad was young, the pressure was enormous, and their tournament began with a shock. Cape Verde, World Cup debutants, a nation of barely 500,000 people, most expected Spain to cruise to victory. Instead, they ran into a goalkeeper named Vozinha. The 40-year-old produced the performance of his life, save after save. Spain fired shot after shot. Nothing went in. The match finished level. Immediately, the doubts returned. Had Spain been overrated? Were they really ready to become champions? The answer arrived quickly, because from that moment onward, Spain looked unstoppable. With every game, Spain became stronger. The midfield controlled matches, the defense suffocated opponents, the attack found solutions from everywhere. Most impressive of all was their defensive record. While other favorites stumbled, Spain barely gave anything away. They pressed relentlessly, recovered possession instantly, and denied opponents the time needed to create chances. One goal conceded. One. In an entire World Cup. It was one of the greatest defensive campaigns the tournament had ever seen. Then came France. Many predicted it would be the real final. A team packed with world-class talent, speed, power, individual brilliance. But Spain controlled them too, just like everyone else. And when the final whistle blew, only one challenge remained. Argentina, the defending champions, Lionel Messi, one final showdown. For 90 minutes, Argentina fought. Martinez made save after save. Messi searched for moments of magic. The defense held firm, but there was one problem. They couldn't escape Spain's grip. Possession belonged to Spain. Territory belonged to Spain. The rhythm of the match belonged to Spain. Every minute felt like a test of survival. Argentina were hanging on, waiting for a chance, waiting for a miracle. The miracle never came. Instead, the pressure continued to build. Then, in extra time, Spain finally found the breakthrough. Minute 106. The moment Ferran Torres wrote his name into Spanish football history.
Spain are the champions! Spain have seized their second star!
When Rodri lifted the trophy into the New Jersey sky, it wasn't just another World Cup celebration. It was the end of a journey. The end of 12 years of frustration, the end of questions about whether Spain could ever return to the top, and perhaps the beginning of something even bigger.